should turn out the oven and this dishwasher. Stop. I think. Hey everybody, if anybody's here super late, I know. I am going to mix up a chocolate cake, and I thought it's been a long time since I put it on video. Well, as long as I've been videoing, I guess, a couple of months. And I thought, well, I'll go on here and do that real quick. Now, I don't have to bake, but I can mix it up and mix up the icing for it. And I'll just put a picture up when it bakes. But, oh my gosh, it is so good. It's a chocolate cake. It's got coffee in it. I still got to do a meatloaf and stuff later. I'm like way behind tonight. That's all right. Sometimes I work better than that. Under pressure. Yeah, it's got a lot of butter. 2 sticks of butter in it. Really 4 sticks total. There's 2 sticks in the cake and 2 sticks in the icing. My fan in the background is blowing the... Trying to speak up so everybody can hear me. I only got one microphone. And it's so late, I wasn't even going... You could tell I wasn't ready to come on. And I thought, oh, I'll just put it on the food and show them. Show them me mixing up this cake. We're going to do this butter. And then I've got a cup of coffee. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to make that coffee's not super strong. So I'm going to take, just because it's in a cake. Now, I don't care for strong, bitter coffee at all. But since it's going to be in this cake, I don't mind putting a little bit, just a tad. I'll put a little bit of that instant over in there and make it just a wee bit stronger. So I got a cup of coffee, 2 sticks of butter in that saucepan, and then we're going to, let me grab this out of here too. Lord, I should have looked at all this. Like I said, when I'm on it like 9 o'clock, this is always like, oh, I'll just go on and do it spur of the moment real fast. So if you're impatient, you probably don't want to stick around. But I do have all the ingredients out. I will say I did do that. I set my whisk. I had my dishwasher going because I've been doing all day. Weirdly enough, I swear I've cleaned this kitchen 3 times today. And tonight we just had bologna sandwiches, chips and dip for supper. Something real simple. Now you'll just blend that good. Let all that get melted and then heated up and blend it together, and then you'll just turn it off. Set it to the side. Shouldn't need that in the morning. I'll move y'all back to this mixing bowl because we'll go on to that next. And then when I get, y'all just gonna have to excuse my messy kitchen because I got stuff everywhere and I've cleaned, like I said, 2 or 3 times. But I got milk still laying over there, eggs, a couple of dishes in the sink. It's Saturday night, and I'm even in my, I can't believe y'all can't see them, little penguin slippers. I don't think I can get my foot at that on the camera. There was a time I could. Oh my gosh, Laura, you were the sweetest thing. Honey, you don't have to do that, but that is so sweet. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. This is going to dinner tomorrow. If that comes out like I want it to, it is for after church. We're having lunch tomorrow. I think while that's finishing heating up, I'm going to grab my Crisco, or I said I would. I don't see my Crisco. I told y'all. Maybe I'll just use my Sprite. No, here it is. Grease my pan up over here in a bit. I'll move y'all on over, because that's pretty much there. It don't have to, just get put together. Now, let's see if I can just scoot y'all both. Hold you like this. And go right like, let's see, baby. I'm trying to do it simultaneously without knocking anybody down. You can probably put you down right there. Let me get you up here where you can actually see. I got one of them. Let's see, wait. Let me swap them. Sorry. That's what happens when you start dealing with two cameras. All right, good, I think, on both of them. Now, over here, we're going to start finishing that up. I'm just going to turn the heat off on that and let it be cooling off. I really won't cool. But as cool as it'll get. And in this one, I'm going to put, we're going to go ahead and mix up a half a cup of buttermilk. Hopefully I'm not sticking my head in the way of the camera. We'll have, let me swap this to my other thingy for this. Okay. Yeah, I'm backwards to this, so I'll probably grab every knob trying to find what I'm hunting. It's just got 2 eggs. Should have grabbed my garbage too. Let me do that. I'll just drag it around. Boop. I'm coming, y'all. I'm grabbing my garbage. All right. We got 1 more egg. It's just 2 eggs. We got a teaspoon of baking soda. Teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to give it a little rub on. More like 2. Do you want to, let me grab one over here so I can kind of measure that out. It says a 1/4 teaspoon, but I'm going to do more like a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in this. And I'll do the same thing when I do that icing. Let's see. And then we're going to turn that down a little bit. Gotta be real easy with that because it's still hot. I don't want a bunch of scrambled eggs in my. It doesn't tell you to do that, but I just figure it's probably a good idea for a little bit. I don't know if y'all can hear him. One of you might can because I don't have a microphone on for one of you. But somebody's just screaming at that TV. I don't know what's happening with that ball game. It don't sound like a happy squeal. Can't hear him over the mixer, or I would ask him if he would tell me. What, I got Christmas stuck in my head. Singing Rudolph or Silver Bells. All right, there's that part. Then I'm going to have to turn around and just wash that saucepan because I'll use it again to do the icing. Now we're just going to start adding. I've got 2 cups of sugar and 2 cups of all-purpose flour already measured out. So we'll just kind of do that. I'll try to. It's weird how one of these cameras seem to have the angles are different and they're almost sitting side by side. One of these days maybe I can do something like restream and I'll just be working with one camera to go 2 places. Go ahead and press that in there. Ow. Just our sugar. This goes over there. We can beat that up a little bit. But I can do this backwards without taking my arm off of that thing. It's harder than you think to do something backwards. Yum, it smells so good. I sift that flour, and I'm going to sift my powdered sugar too, because the last couple of times I made this cake, if I didn't, it showed up, you know, you got little white dots everywhere. I really need another. I just need to go grab me one in a minute. Okay. Done with that part, but I'll need all that again for that ice, and I'll have to wash that up. Grease this. Oven's on 350. Typically, if you use the, hopefully this pan works for me. I tell y'all, you ever have a time finding something that bakes where it don't brown it too much or browns it enough, or and I found this while ago, and I thought, well, maybe because I want to be able to leave it, so maybe this one works pretty good. We're about to find out. I swear when I bought it, I thought that was the lid. And I come home and I was trying my best to take that thing apart, and I was like, oh, well, I don't think, I really did. I thought that was the lid coming with it, not part of the pan. I would have sprayed this, because this is kind of cake that you almost just, you can cut it in pieces, but it's really moist. You can just cut it in pieces and, you know, cut it out of the pan too. One of those. I saw anything about these aluminum things you buy, all these little cracks. I'm just sure as I missed one of them, something sticks. But no, this is not one of them you flip out. You ice it in the pan. That's what I mean. It's not that type of cake. Sort of like a Texas sheet cake, if any of y'all. But to me, I like it better. I like it because the coffee's in it. It's not as thin as the Texas sheet cake. I'll just have to do that in order to show y'all the icing. What I'll have to do is just put this in the pan, throw it in the oven, turn around, we'll bake up the icing real quick, mix it up. But I'll have to wash out a couple of things. I don't think I brought. Need that again. Let's see. And see, that's really runny. It's supposed to be that way. Oh, it smells so good. I always want to lick the beaters. I get to do that. Let me run some water in it. Y'all give me just a minute. I got everything out. I just gotta rinse out this bowl. I just got chocolate down my chin. I'm gonna have to come over there and look. I know I did. Somewhere. Yep. I told y'all. I'll come back and use you for a minute. Hold on, let me rinse out this bowl. And we'll use it to the icing real quick. At least then you can see that. And then when I take it out in 30 minutes after it bakes, I'll put it up as a thumbnail. Ow! Water is so hot. I'll put it up as a thumbnail or as a story so you can see. In the meantime, okay. That. Let me just wet this. I'll have to rinse out that saucepan. Move y'all back because you have to do that too. Or I can just kind of point you over that way. Basically, I'll be doing the same thing over there. Let's put this in here. It's already preheated. And it's not very deep when you put it in that dish. Maybe an inch and a half deep. It's not very deep at all. All right. We will want that. What I do with it? Where'd I lay it? Yeah, oh, there it is. Paddle. I'm going to use the same saucepan while I'm at it. Put the same old thing in it. So I'll just rinse it out. Okay. Turn this on. Now for this, and then we'll bring it back over here. All right, let's see if I can leave y'all at the same time again. It's that stupid code. Like, not as close, but pretty close. Let's see here. All right, same thing again. I'm going to put 2 sticks of butter. A lot of butter in this cake. It's so good though, y'all. Golly, I don't know how can it not be with that much butter. Butter. I got chocolate right there. I need to get my washcloth and wash that up real quick. All right, there's the 2 sticks of butter. Shouldn't need that knife again. Let me wipe up my mess over here. I'll rinse off this because I probably will want it again. So, or maybe not. I don't know. That butter will start to cook up. Ooh, that scared me. I jumped. All right, this is a 1/4 cup cocoa powder. 1/3 cup of buttermilk. Now, this original recipe, where I got it from, I've been making this forever. Told you only needed 2.5 cups of powdered sugar, but that ain't no way in there just ain't no way I'll show y'all that in a minute. Unless you just want it to be like water, your icing. And I don't want mine to be like water. I want it to have a, I want it to be a little bit like icing. So I typically end up using almost a bag of powdered sugar when I mix it up. But I'll kind of show you that in a bit. While that it's on high, while that gets to going, right here I've got almost a full bag of powdered sugar. And I'm going to sift it just because if it's lumpy, you'll end up with some ugly icing. See, like that's got lumps of butter in it. It needs to really melt. It's on high though. I think my fan behind me might be blowing it a little bit. Let's see if all this will go in here. I might have to get me a bigger bowl. I think my sifter acting like it needs some, I don't know what that's doing. Like it's warped maybe. I may have to wipe. So let me give me a pep towel. Something to lay that down on because I'm going to sift it before I put it in my icing. I could get a bigger bowl or I could just wait. We're still waiting on this anyway. See, after this, I will let y'all go, and then I'm going to prep for, well, I'm going to cut up the onion and cut up the bell pepper and mix up the meatloaf. I'll just go ahead and mix it up tonight. It's going to be a really big one. This time we're just going to do one big one. But it's a huge one. Now I'm dropping it. Let me rinse it off. And then that way in the morning I can get up and just bake it in the morning. Because I'm funny about that kind of stuff. You want it to be fresh. It's a big one. It's like this. Like a big old dressing pan. So it's easier to mix it up at night and then just get up in the morning and bake it. And I kind of try to even bake it a little bit late. That way, when it's sitting for a couple hours. Try to bake it to where I don't take it until I'm taking it out of the oven last minute. And have to lay something in the floorboard. It's so hot. But it's meatloaf, so you kind of have to do that. All right, now we're getting there. That's starting up, all that's good and melted finally. And then basically, all we're going to do is move back to the mixer and mix all this up together. So let me get me a paddle. We'll turn that off. That's pretty much done. I'll move y'all back to the mixer. And we'll try. Y'all have no idea what you see when I'm toting you like that. Couldn't tell you. Hopefully. Let's say. That was a great place. All right. That was all right, I guess. All right. Well, let me put this one on. It matters so much of this icing. Okay. Now we're going to pour our chocolate over in here. Let me do this. Where did I lay that? Aha. Salt. Definitely want salt in that icing. I said, I didn't say it was healthy. I said it tastes good. When I tell you this is a good cake, it's a good cake. Like cool it off a little bit. I'll put a little vanilla in that as a second. Whoop. Now that's already over 2.5 cups. I don't know if y'all can tell how runny that is. It's basically like a syrup. Whoop. Told y'all I can't see what I'm really doing back here backwards. Yeah. I know it's going to take it all. I do this every time. Oh, I'll take it, but it takes nearly a whole bag. Now let me look at it and see if I need to turn that down so I don't walk my arm off getting over here backwards. Whoop. So the whole bowl off. One of these bowls is loose. I bought it somewhere. And I mean, it's a KitchenAid mixable thing, but honestly, it is loose. It fits it loose. Okay. That might be pretty close. It don't have to be super thick for me because you're not trying to ice the whole cake. You're not trying to get around the sides. You just need a good bit to get across the top. Um, we'll do a little bit more. Let me sift a little bit more back here so I can make it go further. Be a little thicker. I'm throwing stuff everywhere. All the sifter's just flying. And then I tell you what I do. I take the cake when it comes out, and I take a fork and poke some holes here and there. Not a bazillion of them, just a few. And that way, when you pour this over it, it kind of just falls right down in there to it. And the good thing about these, if you want to make it go further, you can add a little extra, just drop you a little bit more buttermilk in there. If you need to thin it up a little bit more. Like that's perfect, really. But I might, just because I'm going to wait a little while for that cake to come out. Drop a little extra buttermilk because I think it's good. Then I could finish up using that sugar. Polish off that bag. I might as well. No, but I'll also get. I'm trying to knock all that off so it don't end up falling off of it when you cut it off all in the icing. Now look at that, y'all. Which it's going to do anyway. That's about the way I want it. I don't want it super thick, but, you know, not just like syrup. Enough that it'll go down into the cake. It'll just be really, really yummy. Hold on, I'll taste it and I'll sign us off. And then once it comes out, I'll peek. I don't want to look at it too much. I don't want it falling in the middle. But once it comes out, I'll take up a picture. Let's see. Looking good. I'm scared if I touch it, it'll fall. Just by even looking at it lately, the way I have been with my ovens in this place. Anyhow, I love chocolate. Anyway, if y'all like a good chocolate cake, this is a good chocolate cake. I'll put the recipe up in a bit. Give me a bite. Oh, look, God, that stuff's good. when you put that salt in it, I swear it makes it so, it makes it real easy to eat. It cuts that sweet and that soda. I don't know, there's something about it, and I'm not a huge sweet eater, but there's something about it. I could just shovel that stuff in. Normally stuff like that make me really sick, but I could shovel that in. Anyway, I'm going to go. I got a lot to finish up and do. Thank y'all for watching. Share it if you will. And Laura, thank you so much. Like I said, sweetheart, that ain't necessary, but thank you. I sure appreciate it. I will see y'all later. Bye. Have a good Sunday.